All right, today on 50 Pound Brain, we're finishing up the lift install so we can lift the old gal and see if they're gonna collapse. But first we got to get power from way up there to down to our pump. So let's get after it. All right, here's what we've got for our test run. I gotta put you down so I can do this. Alright, so this thing's been sitting for a minute waiting on me to install it, so it's got a little surface rust on the inside of these holes.
Up on all the points there.
Sweet. Look at that. This is what they hold the other ones with. They got
Oh, look at that. Okay.
These guys, this is a pretty good lift.
They think. Yeah.
Yeah. Like built by somebody who actually, we can put the
Gotta not
bumper.
forget to put the bumper things on there.
Built by somebody who might have actually used the lift before. Very nice.
Seems like they think of everything, you know?
They do. These are for high lift vehicles, trucks, jeeps, jazz like that. And they store right here on the side. It's beautiful.
Well, we don't get lost.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit harder to lose.
Yeah. Well, it's right with the lift versus it goes in the toolbox.
And then these things that Jay's putting on is so door bang guards. Yeah, this is a very nice. This is actually a very nice lift from Atlas. Atlas is the brand. Best Buy Automotive Equipment was the dealer that Mrs. O got it from. This was my Christmas and birthday present from 2024 or 2025. 2025. So it's been sitting waiting for a while. No, not 2020. It was 2024. It's been sitting here for a year, waiting to be installed. So, thank you, Mrs. O. It's very nice. This one needs a little motivation to come out. And then lube it up. So all we have left to do, we need to grease up some of the inner contact points with lithium grease. And then we are going to put the Galaxy on it and see if it stays up or if the whole thing comes tumbling down. Just doing final lubes on it. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, moment of truth. Check to see if those are sitting on the chassis.
Yep. You see this one? The front one's good. Let me see the back one.
This one's not touching
It didn't catch, but it's I moved it in a smidge.
Okay. Are they touching now?
That looks good.
Alright, where are you?
Where am I?
Yeah.
I'm over by the, I'm not under it, but I'm watching the pants, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and get away from it in case it all comes crashing down.
You're already good for a brake job.
Yeah.
You don't need much height for a brake job. I see this is a low profile car. I think this will go to the top and never push it in. It's nice how they're simultaneously putting it in.
Okay. That was still Well, we went to get Jay his neighborhood pizza, and the Galaxy is still in the air. Did not come back from lunch to a crumpled ball of steel, which is good. And I don't even see any evidence of the flange coming off the floor or anything like that. So East nice, East good. So there's still like one thing I want to do before I secure the drive over plate, the hydraulic hose that runs, and the cables, the equalization cables that run one from the other are under there. I want to wrap that hose with some spiral wrap, because the cables move. These cables traverse one to the other as the lift operates, and we can see it's already chafing on that one spot there. So before I secure that plate, I'm going to put some chafe pad on that hose so those cables don't saw through that one day. And the other thing needs to happen is need to have a little bit more permanent electrical connection. That's why I've got slack, is I want to go into this fitting directly into the box, but they got this cheesy, they say 30 amp circuit, then they've got this extension cord sticking out of the box that you hook to. So it was good enough to check it out, but I want to do something a little bit more professional. But like Red Green said, it's only temporary unless it works. So we'll see when that actually happens. So overall, I'm very pleased. I don't know how long I want to let this sit before I park the Triumph under it, or vice versa. Put the Triumph in the air and park the Galaxy under it. But I'll need to put drip guards on whoever's on bottom, because neither one of them are drip free. So, but yes, I'm very pleased. I'm glad this happened. I'm glad it happened as quickly as it did too. It wasn't hard to do. So, what do I remember about the installation that I wish I had more information on? The equalization cable thing was kind of intuitive once you saw the picture and you saw what they're trying to accomplish. I don't know if those cables are the same length, but they haven't adjusted out the same length. You know, as far as like threads showing on the ends. So there's that. As far as the arms, lifting arms assembly, there was nothing telling you how to do that. So it was kind of intuitive. Just kind of look at the picture maybe and figure it out. But so if this was your first lift, that might be helpful to put that in the instructions. But overall, I mean, the really technical, crucial parts were in there. Torque values for the hydraulic fittings would have been nice. I'm sure mine are over torqued, but in some cases, some people, they could be under torqued. I don't know. Same thing with maybe how to do Teflon tape on the pipe thread fittings. So just little things. You saw what we had to do to get the arms to actuate. So just knowing that that's a possibility would be nice, I guess. There's one arm that is really bad. Here, let me show you. This is the one I struggle the most with, and it's, as you can see, it's wearing down, probably weld slag in here on this bead, because it makes it very tough to actuate. A laser level helped a lot for alignment purposes. So that's just something that, if you were thinking about putting one of these in and you didn't have access to, you may want to get, because you can get them from Vivor pretty cheap. The one that we used with the green laser that Jay had, he got it from Vivor, and it was sweet and it was cheap. So I don't know what else to say about it, but yes, I'm very happy. Thank you, Mrs. O, for the awesome gift. I'm glad I get to finally, I put it in and get to finally start using it now. Do oil changes, because I'm getting too old to be rolling around on the concrete to do oil changes. So I hope this was informative to someone who might be wanting to install an Atlas 9K 2-post lift. So, and as always, thanks for watching.